Hello guys, assalamu alaikum, Ramadan Kareem. I hope you guys are doing great. Alhamdulillah, I'm doing good by the grace of God, and it's story time again. And today I want to talk about my pregnancy journey, and how I got pregnant, and how was the journey, and how was the delivery journey, and stuff like that. So I got pregnant at September 25. It's a continuation of the story from my previous story, married at 15. And it was 1 month to my 16th birthday, because I usually celebrate my birthday at October 17. So I got, I was almost turning 16 when I got pregnant for my son. It was on 25th September 2005. And it was planned, it was planned, it was planned. It was not a mistake, it was not a shock, it was not anything. We were happy, both of us, me and my baby daddy. And the reason that we were doing this is that because we never wanted to get separated. Naona ujinga. Like, we knew, like, it is that love at first sight, love, teenagehood love and stuff like that. And we only knew, like, if we get a baby, that's now kalas, our parents will not be a bothersome again. So I got pregnant, and I continued to go to school. It was so smooth, it was so easy. I didn't have any complications. I didn't have any, like, morning sickness, like vomiting or stuff like that. No, it was so smooth. Like, the only thing that I had, the challenge, it's not a challenge necessarily, it's like I ate a lot. I used to eat a lot, and my favorite dish was matoke. I used to eat a lot of matoke. And okay, when I got pregnant, it was that term of Form 1. So I finished the third term of Form 1. Come January 2006, my belly was so big. That is September, October, like say October, November, December. I was almost 4 months on January. So I didn't go back to school. So we decided, let me now just stop going to school. And my belly was so big. It was so big. And I wasn't feeling comfortable because I would sleep a lot. I would sleep a lot I would sleep a lot at night and during the day. So that's one of the reasons that made me stop going to school in Form 2. So in Form 2, I told my father, my father was still paying my school fees when I was still married and pregnant. And at first, the reaction to my mom, she wasn't so much happy. It's a big shame, it's a disgrace. You're only, like, I was the fourth born, and we have 3 other sisters, and everything else from them, it was fine. But later on, she came to just accept what has happened. So when it came to January of 2006, I told my dad not to pay the school fees again. Like, I feel like I can't be able to continue with school. So my pregnancy journey was so smooth. I used to eat a lot, and I used to sleep so much. I used to sleep a lot. And there was something funny that I used to do. You know that bread, that super loaf, that sweet bread. Like, my husband would buy for me every night. And if he doesn't come with the bread, super loaf to be specific, he doesn't come back, I don't want to see him. I would eat that bread during the entire night until morning. And I didn't even want to wake up for the light. I would just like mkate yangu, and I would eat the bread until morning. In the morning, you'll find like niko na hizo mavitu za unga za mkate natoa and stuff like that. My pregnancy was so smooth. So when it came to birth time, when we went, of course, to the hospital, the clinics and stuff like that, that time I didn't know about scan. I was just that mshamba girl. I used to play a lot. I used to play panya. Still married, but there were age mates. My husband's cousins were my age mates, so we used to play with them. So I was so flexible now, and my belly was so big. When it came to birth time, on my card, my clinic card, it was written that I was supposed to deliver my baby on 17th. So on 17th of May. So when I had like a small pain, and since it was my first baby, we panicked, and me and my husband, we went to the hospital, and the doctor said, like, you have to wait, and wait where? We were waiting just outside because they will not admit us in Muranga Hospital. So I waited 17, 18, 19, 20, and still the baby is not coming. I went back home. And I waited for the baby at home. So I remember on this specific day of 25th, It was on a Thursday. And that morning, my husband woke up and went for work. And when I woke up around 9 a.m., I used to drink a lot of milk. I used to drink lots of milk. I went to get milk from where we used to buy. And I came when I chemshad my maziwa, I took the milk and I started vomiting. It's around 9 to 10, I started vomiting. And there is this brother to my husband. I loved him so much. I still love him. He came and he asked me what happened. I told him, no, I'm not sick. I don't know what's happening. I'm just vomiting. So I kept vomiting the whole day. I didn't want to see my mother-in-law. So I never told her about my vomit. So yeah, I kept it for myself until around 5 p.m. in the evening, when my husband's brother's wife came from work and found that I was vomiting, and she told me, this is you are going to give birth, so we need to go to the hospital. So I got ready and we went to the hospital, and still I didn't have labor pains at this point. It was just the vomit. And since I didn't eat anything for that whole day, I was so drained, and that's where I didn't have that much energy. So when I went to the hospital by 8 p.m. the labor started, and it's a pain. It comes and goes, it comes and goes, it comes and goes. And when they checked me for the first time, they said that I was 2 centimeters dilated. I didn't know the meaning of 2 centimeters dilated, so I had just to wait for the baby. And they admitted me, and that pain coming and going, coming and going, coming and going. And I didn't know what to do. I was just waiting for the baby to come at around 11 p.m. Now it was real labor, real pain. I labored for like 1 hour and 1.5 hours. I was just sleeping there, and I felt like I needed to use the washroom, like I needed to urine. And some women told me, no, usiende kwa choo, abu kojoa sijui wapi. And when I woke up, my water broke around 11:30 like this. And they told me, now it's time for you to, the baby is coming now, you need to get ready. So I shifted from that room to the labor room. Those wamama wenye wanazaa wanajua hii story. So when I went there, I just lied a little bit, and then I felt like the need to push. I felt like I needed to push, and I felt the head like it was coming. So again, I shifted from there, and I went to the bed where I was supposed to, the birth bed. And literally before even I could even get comfortable, my baby came out. My baby came out. I was so happy when I saw my baby. It's a boy, and I didn't know if it's a boy, but my instinct always told me that I'm going to give birth to a baby boy. The way I loved my father-in-law, it was, I don't know, like sijui nini. We used to eat together. I used to cook and we used to eat together. I used to follow him everywhere, and my instinct, oh my God, wait, like until I gave birth and I saw it's a boy, I forgot all the pain and I forgot everything. So they cleaned me up, and I took my baby, and they told me, would you want us to dress your baby, or you should dress yourself? I dressed my baby for the first time myself. I was so prepared. I was so prepared. It was not like I was a teenage mom, or it was not, it's like I had raised another baby. I was so prepared for this because I knew this one I'm on my own. I called my mom and I told her nimepata mtoto, and they came the following day and they brought gifts for me in the hospital, and we had discharged my husband was not there actually. So I called him also. I told him nimepata mtoto. I went and called my husband's brother wife at the gate, and I told him, najua aje mama Kevu nishaza. And she was like, no, huwezi zaa na utoke mahali. Ukamwambia nimezaa. Like she came and saw the baby and so, oh, congratulations and stuff like that. So we went home, and my husband took care of me the first 2 weeks. And by the time 2 weeks was over, I was back to normal, and I was just doing everything that any woman is supposed to do. And that was it about my pregnancy and birth journey. It was that easy. It was not that tough. I don't know why. It's the grace of God. I don't know why people would like, oh my God, like my mom used to say, like, the way my belly was, the size of my belly kept everyone worried, and they thought, oh, maybe a CS and everything. No, but alhamdulillah, my birth was normal and everything was fine. And within 2 weeks, 3 weeks, I was healed. Within 6 months, 6 weeks, everything came back to normal, and I continued with life thereafter. So that is it about my birth and pregnancy journey. And actually, when I'm recording this video, my son is turning 14 in a month's time. Today is 26th, right? Yeah, today is 26th of April, and 26th of May my baby boy is turning 14. So alhamdulillah for everything. I'm super grateful to God and for whoever gave me support during that time. And I would like to tell everyone, like, all what teenage mothers need is just your support. Just your support, and everything falls into place. So thank you so much for watching, and thank you for those people who have subscribed. Please continue to subscribe, and inshallah I'm going to do another video, and I'll continue sharing my story with you guys. Much love and God bless you. Masalama.